YNR spoilers reveal dramatic tensions and rescues. Nick, Billy, and Martin's shady relationship next week. The Young and the Restless will take viewers on a tense and adventurous journey, where loved ones will be put in a life-or-death situation. Shocking twists and revelations await, as Nick Newman and Billy Abbott face unexpected dangers. In particular, a terrifying truth will make everyone bewildered, when the person behind Phyllis and Sharon's kidnapping is a character that no one could have expected: Martin, the twin brother of Dr. Ellen Lauren. Phyllis and Sharon's race against time and nightmare. Phyllis and Sharon, two strong women, are now facing the worst situation of their lives. They are held captive by a kidnapper whose motives are unknown, and the situation becomes increasingly dire as the walls around them begin to close in. Faced with the darkness of the situation, the two will face a big question: can they escape before it's too late? Meanwhile, the tension is not only in their quest to survive, but also in finding out who is behind it all. Martin. Does he have a grudge against Phyllis and Sharon? This question will not only put both of them in a difficult position, but will also make viewers ponder the kidnapper's true motives. Nick and Billy, catch the bad guy on the other front. Nick Newman and Billy Abbott are on a dangerous race car ride to track down clues to Phyllis and Sharon's whereabouts. They know that with each passing moment, the lives of these two women become more fragile. Nick and Billy will not only face the kidnappers but also unforeseen dangers. A collision may leave them injured, but the drive to save their loved ones will push them forward, regardless of the danger. The relationship between Nick and Billy will become more tense as both begin to feel more clearly the danger they face. They will have to learn to work together, despite their past disagreements, to save Phyllis and Sharon. This chase is not only a journey to find help but also an opportunity for these two men to learn more about themselves and their relationships with the people they love. Martin, the man behind all the conspiracies. The sudden appearance of Martin, Dr. Allen's twin brother, will be the biggest shock for everyone. No one could have guessed that someone from the Lauren family was behind these cruel plots. Martin is not only a shocking character with his true identity but also has a dark, unclear motive. Why did Martin kidnap Phyllis and Sharon? Is he out for revenge, or is there simply some financial motive that we do not know about? This question will keep the audience watching every development of the story, and will also be an important key in decoding the dark secrets behind this kidnapping. Feelings of tension and teamwork as the situation gets worse. Sharon and Phyllis will have to face whether they can trust each other to survive. In fact, in this urgent situation, they no longer have time for personal conflicts or suspicions. Their survival depends on their ability to work together as a team to find a way out. Phyllis and Sharon's anxiety will increase as we see more clearly their sense of despair. No longer the strong women they usually are, they are now left with only fear and the desire to survive. Can they maintain their spirit of unity to overcome this challenge? Will the end be revealed? The tension will reach its peak when Nick and Billy find out the whereabouts of the kidnapper. However, this pursuit will not be simple. Martin, the one behind it all, will not be easily defeated. The feud between him and Phyllis and Sharon will gradually be revealed, but whether we can see a happy ending for both women or not, that is the question that fans cannot miss. Meanwhile, Nick and Billy will have to face unpredictable consequences when the collision leaves them injured, but their determination to save their loved ones will not allow them to stop. This situation will create a thrilling confrontation, where life and death are only a step away. The relationships between the characters will continue to deepen, and the audience will witness their development under the pressure of this emergency situation. Next week will be a dramatic adventure where everything can change in the blink of an eye. Unexpected teen UPS and tensions next week on The Young and the Restless. The drama will continue to push viewers into unexpected and tense situations, with unpredictable twists and tense relationships between the characters. As the search for Phyllis and Sharon continues, a new team will be formed to deal with the increasingly complicated situation. Nick Newman and Billy Abbott, two characters who have been at odds with each other, will have to work together to solve the case. This cooperation will not only raise questions about trust but also about the dangerous decisions they will face as they enter a race against time to save their loved ones. Chance Chancellor and the important clue. The search will not be complete without the help of Chance Chancellor, who will bring important information. A character who has a habit of working in the shadows, Chance will play a pivotal role in communicating the news he has discovered. Like a new wave, information from Chance not only sheds light on some clues but also accelerates Nick and Billy's investigation, showing that the hunt for the kidnappers will not be a simple search. Chance will provide Billy and Nick with new data, making them feel closer to their target. But this also means they will have to face greater risks. Will the information Chance brings be enough to help Billy and Nick get closer to the person behind Phyllis and Sharon's kidnapping, or will it just make things more complicated? Nick and Billy's handshake, special rescue team in a tense situation like this. Sometimes it is not always possible to rely on the law. Nick and Billy, although not close friends before, will realize that their cooperation can bring faster results, especially when the situation is urgent. When things seem to be getting out of hand for the police, Billy and Nick decide to launch an independent investigation. They feel that sometimes, bending the law can be more effective than the usual police approach. Together, they will drive in a car, ready to do whatever it takes to find Phyllis and Sharon. Their heated discussions will reflect their conflicting views on justice and the decisions they must make in this situation. Despite their differing opinions, their common goal of saving their loved ones is what binds them together. Tension comes from decisions and new signs while Nick and Billy are focused on the chase. Another truth will gradually emerge about the kidnappers' true motives. Are the people behind the kidnapping related to Phyllis and Sharon's past? Or is this just part of a larger conspiracy that they have not yet seen? Clues will be revealed as Nick and Billy get closer to their goal, but things are not as easy as they think. Nick and Billy's cooperation will make viewers curious about their decisions. When the law and the authorities cannot quickly come up with a solution, will they cross the boundaries of legal rules to save their loved ones? Can the conflicts between them reduce the effectiveness of this cooperation, or is it a strength that helps them overcome challenges? Bypass the law or go direct? The confrontation between Nick and Billy, when they begin to feel that they can work more effectively than the police, will create a new tension. Both are not simply close friends of Phyllis and Sharon, but also people who understand better than anyone that time is passing quickly. When faced with life and death, can they continue to act the way they want without violating moral principles? The stakes are high as they make decisions not only for Phyllis and Sharon's safety, but also for themselves. Nick and Billy's actions may have unpredictable consequences, but one thing is for sure, they won't stop until they save their loved ones. Spoilers and twists. The young and the restless spoilers are always a big part of the story, and next week, we'll see some shocking characters emerge. The person behind the kidnapping is no ordinary person, and Billy and Nick's every move will keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Things will get increasingly tense as the relationships between the characters are tested, not only by the dangerous situation but also by the secrets that are gradually revealed. Will Billy and Nick's cooperation be strong enough to overcome the obstacles? Or will potential conflicts prevent them from completing their tasks? With all the mystery and chases going on, next week of The Young and the Restless promises to bring a series of dramatic scenes, with unpredictable twists. From the cooperation between Nick and Billy to the important news that Chance brings, all will push the story to a point that the audience cannot take their eyes off the screen. With the rising tensions and increasingly complicated relationships, how will this chase end? Questions of loyalty, sacrifice, and trust will be the main themes of this episode, promising to bring moments of suspense not to be missed. The journey to save people and the dramatic clues. Nick and Billy create new heroes next week. The Young and the Restless will bring the audience a dramatic story, where the clues will lead the main characters to dangerous destinations, but also the opportunity for them to prove their courage and determination. In particular, the unexpected collaboration between Nick Newman and Billy Abbott will be the highlight of the story as the two embark on a tense chase to save Phyllis and Sharon. Will they be able to break down barriers, overcome all challenges, and become heroes in the eyes of the audience? This story will keep viewers glued to their seats, with many unanswered questions and increasingly difficult situations. The surprising collaboration between Nick and Billy. Although Nick and Billy were not close friends before, in this situation, they have no choice but to cooperate. With Phyllis and Sharon kidnapped and their lives in danger, Nick and Billy decide to put their personal conflicts behind them and focus on their common goal, saving their loved ones. Their relationship will develop in a dramatic direction as they begin to find important clues that lead them closer to their goal. While Nick is behind the wheel, Billy is in the passenger seat, and together they follow the clues that Chance Chancellor has revealed. With Chance's guidance, the two begin to hope that each piece of information they gather will bring them one step closer to Phyllis and Sharon, who are being held in an unknown location. Tensions begin to rise as they inch closer to a goal that may not be so simple to achieve. Clues to a mysterious place. Is it an abandoned mental facility? As Nick and Billy continue their journey, the clues they gather seem to point them to a very special place, an abandoned mental facility where no one dares to set foot. The question is this the place where Phyllis and Sharon are being held? This is a dramatic episode not only because of the danger of the location, but also because of the complexity of finding and rescuing the victims. The facility may hold many secrets, and it could very well be the place where Phyllis and Sharon's fate will be decided. As they follow the trail, Billy and Nick will face a series of challenges, both physical and mental. Will they have enough information to pinpoint Phyllis and Sharon's exact location? Or will they encounter unexpected obstacles that will make their search even more difficult? The dire situation. Nick and Billy become heroes when things seem hopeless. Nick and Billy have no choice but to keep trying. Although neither of them are official figures in solving cases, in this situation, they are forced to step into the role of heroes. No longer men who only care about their personal careers, they are now faced with life or death decisions and may have to risk everything to save the people they love. The tension between the two men will grow as they have to make quick decisions to save Phyllis and Sharon from the impending danger. However, it is this cooperation that will be the key to overcoming the barriers and getting closer to saving both women. The story will reach its climax when Nick and Billy approach the door of the abandoned mental institution. Will they be able to break down the door and rescue Phyllis and Sharon in time? This will be a tense moment, as all hopes are placed on breaking down the door and finding a way to save the people. The climax of this story is full of surprises and drama. Both Nick and Billy will face the most difficult challenges of their lives, as things become more tense than ever. The big question is whether they can succeed in saving Phyllis and Sharon? And will the clues they have been following be enough to get them where they need to go? The circumstances are constantly changing, and as Nick and Billy get closer and closer to their goal, the tension will reach its peak. Their ability to break down the door and rescue Phyllis and Sharon will not only be a victory in this battle, but also a major turning point in their relationship. As things unfold, viewers will witness the progression of both characters from people who have little in common to true heroes in the eyes of the audience. Predicting unexpected developments. With all this tension, it is impossible not to think about unexpected developments that will happen in the coming time. Will the next clues lead to a surprising ending? Or will a new twist appear to complicate the situation? Fans of The Young and the Restless will definitely not miss the dramatic moments in the upcoming episodes, when Nick and Billy, two men who no one expected, become heroes to save people in a tense and risky situation. The Young and the Restless will continue to take the audience on a tense journey, where every decision and action can decide the fate of Phyllis and Sharon. Unexpected details, unforeseen risks and cooperation between characters who do not get along will create a dramatic, emotional story, and open up complex, unpredictable situations. The journey to save Phyllis and Sharon will be the center of the tense developments next week, where Nick Newman and Billy Abbott will not only fight the kidnapper but also face long-hidden secrets. Nick and Billy's unexpected partnership. Although Nick and Billy don't always agree on everything, in this situation, they will have to put aside their differences and work closely together to rescue Phyllis and Sharon from their captors. They both drive, following the clues provided by Chance Chancellor, towards a destination where the two women may be held. The situation becomes even more tense when Nick and Billy realize that they can no longer rely on the police for help. This search leads them into a dangerous and complicated chase, leaving them not only worried about Sharon and Phyllis's safety but also facing the dangers that lie ahead. As they get closer to where Phyllis and Sharon may be held, things start to get more chaotic. Will they be able to follow the clues provided by Chance and find the kidnapper's secret hideout? These questions are intertwined with the urgent decisions that Nick and Billy must make. The cooperation between the two will become increasingly important, but the worrying thing is that the tension between them will not always be easy to resolve. However, in order to save their loved ones, the two will be forced to put aside their differences and work together. Things get worse for Phyllis and Sharon. The situation becomes increasingly desperate. Locked in a dark room, their anxiety increases as they notice that the walls around them seem to be closing in. Time is running out and they feel like they are in a race against time. With each passing moment, their anxiety deepens, and they begin to fear that no one will come to their rescue in time. In this situation, Phyllis and Sharon will have to encourage each other and use the survival skills they have learned throughout their lives to maintain hope and find a way out of this situation. The confinement not only weakens their spirits but also tests their mental health. As time goes by, Sharon and Phyllis will have to face doubts and panic, feelings that make them more insecure than ever. However, a ray of hope still exists when they realize that teamwork, the coordination of both in this situation, will be the vital factor to help them overcome the danger. As Nick and Billy approach the location where Phyllis and Sharon may be held, an unexpected event occurs. The two will face a dangerous collision with the kidnapper, which may result in both Nick and Billy being injured. This dramatic scene will increase the tension in the story as they not only have to deal with the enemy but also face the pain caused by the injuries. But this challenge also highlights the courage and resilience of both. As Phyllis and Sharon are facing desperate moments, Nick and Billy will have to sacrifice themselves to protect the people they love, not only fighting the kidnapper but also facing the dangers caused by the chase itself. Can they continue to move forward and save Phyllis and Sharon, or will this situation push them to the brink of despair? The secret of surprise. Martin, twin brother of Dr. Allen. The chase becomes more dramatic when a surprising secret is revealed. The person behind this kidnapping is Martin, twin brother of Dr. Allen Loran. This is a big shock for all the characters involved. No one could have imagined that a member of the Loran family could be involved in such a dark plot. The relationship between Martin and Phyllis, Sharon, will be deepened as we begin to understand more about his motives. Does Martin have any grudges against Phyllis and Sharon? Or is this just part of a larger conspiracy that he is carrying out? This question will make the audience constantly curious and create tense moments in the upcoming episodes. Every move of Martin will become an important piece in solving this kidnapping. Chance Chancellor, important news and new clues. While Nick and Billy are struggling to find the kidnapper, Chance Chancellor will appear with important news. As an important figure in the investigation of this case, Chance will bring new information, opening up new opportunities for Billy and Nick. An unexpected clue will be shared, completely changing the direction of the pursuit. With Chance's help, Nick and Billy may discover important information that they had not realized before. The ending of tension and salvation. As everything seems to be reaching its peak of tension, Nick and Billy will get closer to the ultimate goal, Phyllis and Sharon. Although the journey is full of dangers and challenges, in the end, it is the cooperation between these two men that opens up the opportunity to rescue Phyllis and Sharon. The climax of the story will be an emotional and unexpected confrontation, making the audience unable to take their eyes off the screen. With secrets revealed and important decisions to be made, The Young and the Restless is sure to deliver a dramatic and intriguing week where new heroes will be born, and the fates of loved ones will be decided in the final moments.